Okay. Here we go. Got it.
And open! Right! Huh? Right! Keep it up, everyone!
My turn. Here we go.
Go! Go! Elliot!
Okay, let's go.
My turn! Flames, Javelin, strike! My turn!
My turn. Here we go.
Hut!
I was careless.
This looks bad. Listen to my song
You
of
have my
healing.
thanks. Right! Hut!
Not bad.
Behold, my most powerful radiant blazing!
Right! Listen to my song
You
of
have my
healing.
thanks.
Won't give up.
Second chance! Stand has a chance!
I'll pick you up!
I'll handle it. Yes.
Thanks! Right!
I was careless.
Fool! Not good.
Of course!
Not bad.
My turn!
Go! You have my thanks.
Okay. Here we go. Yes.
Go!
My turn!
Okay. Here we go.
Right!
Marcus activate!
Here we go!
I'll handle it.
Go!
My turn!
Here we go.
Take this!
Of course.
Shatter! Right! Give it up, everyone!
Here we go.
Thanks. Okay.
Right. Go. Right. Here we go. Now's a chance.
I'll bend you up!
My turn.
Right! Now!
Go. Here we go. Now's a chance.
I'll bend you up! Okay, that
Nice
was
work,
tough.
though.
Done.
An A+ outcome. Well, maybe you should just stop worrying about trying to form a combat link with each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can see why you'd really want to.
No. I don't want to hold our group back more than I already have. I'd like to withdraw from active combat and take a more supporting role for the duration of this field study.
The fight.
Don't be ridiculous. If anyone should be benched, it's me. It makes sense when you consider what each of us brings to a fight.
No. My own immaturity is the cause of this. There's still a part of me that refuses to accept you. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was this narrow-minded, and I apologize for the distress my prejudice has no doubt been causing you. I came to realize during my club activities that I still have a lot of maturing left to do.
Laura.
As such, Rean, I wish to withdraw.
Denied. Actually, I'll be the one withdrawing from frontline combat.
Huh?
Rean?
This seems awfully sudden.
During all the battles we fought, one thing stood out to me. I couldn't help but notice that under ordinary circumstances, Laura and Fee's fighting styles complement each other perfectly.
Well,
You think so?
Interesting.
Laura's the ideal knight, standing strong in the thick of the fight, dominating enemies with her blade. Then there's Fee, the ideal vanguard, overwhelming the opposition with her speed and creating openings for Laura. During the practical exam, none of us should have stood a chance against the two of you.
When you put it that way, it does make sense.
If they could form a combat link, they'd be virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't think that's escaped you two either. That's why you keep trying to form a combat link, but there's something stopping you from connecting with each other. Whatever it is, it's been frustrating both of you this whole time, right?
It's exactly as you say.
Okay, so, since that's how things stand, it makes no sense for you two to just give up and withdraw from combat. In fact, considering everyone's relative strengths and weaknesses, it makes the most sense for me to fall back. This way, you'll have more chances to work out whatever it is that's standing in the way of you forming a link.
You have my thanks.
we'll take you up on your offer then.
That's what I like to hear.
You really can be audacious sometimes, Just like you were with me and Eustace.
You think? I don't really think I did anything out of the ordinary.
That's so you, Rean, to not think anything of it. Still, thanks to you, there might be hope for these two after all.
We'll do what we can.
But first, we need to get back to the hotel, right?
Guys, my turn.
My turn. Too slow.
My turn.
It's my turn. Locked in. Working away. Go. D.
Yeah.
Right.
My turn. I'll handle it.
Of course. Hey! Evil will fall before my blade. I've only just begun.
Advantage is ours. My turn. There we go. You'll feed dig. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
All right.
I did it!
Is that a treasure chest?
Now's our chance.
My turn. Behold, my most powerful radiant blade dance!
My turn.
It's my turn. That takes care of them.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now. This is incredible.
He could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. Really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield. But I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kind of cooled off, but I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen. Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
What a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities. Right.
I don't see any people in this part of...
I'm fine with here if you...
Alright, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the...
No doubt.
Really?
Knighthood is the way of the virtuous. How can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully, and that was when I finally realized, during all these months we've spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was.